NBA superstars, we know, have a life cycle, and we've seen it over and over. There's the buzz going into the draft, right? There's the promising rookie year, usually some sort of setback the star needs to get over. And then there's the moment when it all breaks through, that moment when even all the hype suddenly feels like it's not quite enough. Joel Embiid has done some of those steps out of order, okay? But the moment, well, that came right here in LA last night as he gouged the Lakers for 46 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 7 blocks. Oh, and as you watch these highlights go by, please also note the only other person in NBA history to even come close, not quite reach, but come close to what Embiid did last night was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in a game nearly 40 years ago. And Kareem needed four overtimes in that game. I can't even say it. It's so ridiculous. Kareem needed 4 overtimes just to do that line, while Embiid needed just 34 minutes on only 20 shot attempts. This was my favorite play. I mean, come on. I got to remind you, this is a 7'2", 250-pound human. But Embiid was ladling out so much sauce all over the place last night. It's hard to narrow it down. And we haven't even gotten to what happened after. Philly native Kevin Hart crashed in the interview, yelling, "Shush the process." By the way, shout out to the cameraman who got them both in the same frame. Also, Embiid cracked a joke during this interview about his conditioning. He's 69%, dude. And on his way out, he even managed to squeeze in shots at Hassan Whiteside and LeVar Ball. Yeah, check out the location tag on that IG post. We haven't even seen a big man have this much fun since Shaq. And we haven't seen a big man who can dominate and move and defend like this since Hakeem. Because take a look at these split screens. I mean, the pump fakes, the footwork.
So
how
nasty.
cool is this, right? I mean, you guys, they both have soccer backgrounds. You can see it, right? And it's a different game now than when Olajuwon played. Embiid's never going to have his back to the basket as much as Hakeem did, of course, but he's also going to shoot a lot more threes in a way Hakeem never did. I mean, bottom line, it is too early to say Embiid is going to be as good as Olajuwon. He's going to have to stay healthy, for starters. But it's also too early to rule out the possibility one day Embiid might be better than Dream. We just don't know yet. Last night was only his 43rd NBA game that he has ever played in. It was the moment that he and we got a taste of just how much power he has. There are clearly so many more of those moments to come. Paul, did he put you on notice last night?
I mean, what he did in these last 2 games in LA is like, he's ready. He's ready. I mean, if he wasn't ready before, he's ready now. And for him to come out here, usually when the players, they come to LA, you know, you only come to LA a couple times, so you want to hang out. So you
they had that day off in between, right? We used to say, like, LA is undefeated.
They might want to go out, have a good time, sunshine. It looked like he got his rest. He was ready for this matchup, and he got it. You know what? If King James is the king of New York, he's the king of LA for this week, without a doubt. For a couple days. For a couple days. For a couple days at least. He owned LA.
I mean, this is why he's been telling everybody that he wants more minutes.
Right.
Because these are the type of outings that we could get from this kid. I mean, 7'2" doing Euro steps, stepping out.
Come on.
Who said bigs are obsolete?
Right?
Like, if they could play like him, like mix it up in the interior and step out like he does, I mean, he leaves me lost of words.
I
right?
haven't seen anybody like him in our era.
No.
Right? Well,
Even Dream is not like this, though.
That's the thing. When you look at the Dream comparisons, like, yes, there's some definite style differences.
The footwork, yes. But he's 7'2". Dream is a little bit taller than I am.
Right, yeah.
Right? This kid is 7'2", doing these moves and stepping out beyond the arc. And what I love about him, he is talking trash to everybody.
Everybody.
Right? He's like Shaq's mouth in Hakeem's body with a little bit of the outside shot.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Everything he does. I mean, he has a hell of a personality. I love this kid.
It's so good.
What's not to like?
And he's making his team better. That's the thing. These aren't just isolated parlor tricks. You guys got to look at the net rating, right? So this is sort of overall the impact he has on the game. When he's on the court, he makes the Sixers as good as the second best team in the league, right behind the Golden State Warriors.
When
he is off the court, they are number 28 in the league with just the Bulls and Sacramento behind them.
Please, him, Ben Simmons.
Right? Every night.
Oh, put him on TV.
You know what I call this?
They must see.
This is the new generation, Penny Hardaway and Shaq.
Yeah, right? That works, right? And might be able to stick for a while.
I mean, I know they played the Lakers last night, but he still put in work.
What was your welcome to the NBA? I know that I can do it moment. Not even welcome to the NBA, more of just like, oh, I know, I get it.
Mine was in the playoffs against New York. My third season when I was with Toronto, and Vince was struggling a little bit, and I had a breakout game where I had like 25 points. Like, I was known in my earlier years as a defender.
Right.
I didn't know I could really score the ball like that. So I had a breakout moment in that playoff series, but then when I got to Orlando and Grant Hill went down and everything was thrown to me to be able to drive the bus, I was putting up numbers, crazy numbers that was unexpected. Like, I didn't know I had the capabilities of averaging 30 points like that.
It's amazing the first time once you do it, or
Look,
you do it a couple times, you sit there and say,
I did something stupid. I'm not willing to share that story.
It took you one game. It took me like a month. You know, after my first month of the season,
right.
I got Rookie of the Month, and I was like, you know what, I'm here. You know, I thought I could be an all-star. I was like, oh, I remember this move. Jumper. Listen, I thought I had it all.
Young.
Is that Tracy on me?
Nah, that's Joel Christie. I remember that game right there because Vince hit the game-winning shot.
Oh, look. See, there we go. Oh, wait, I do remember that, Paul, because we won the game.
And then he stood there.
Yeah.
I was like, he battling for Rookie of the Year. I was hot.
It is, though, when you guys have played, so tell everybody when you realize that yourself. Because, look, Embiid knows how good he is. You guys all both knew how good you were. But when you do it on an NBA court to that extreme, what happens to your psyche?
Well, I think for me, I had to play my way into being confident that way. He came in confident like this, right? Like, so it's a difference. I had to play my way, like each game gradually, just gaining that type of confidence.
Yeah. I did 3 years of college.
Yeah.
So I was a little more ready mentally, physically coming in. So it was just like, once that first month passed, I was Rookie of the Month. I was leading the league in steals. It was like, it was no looking back.
Right.
It was no looking back.
Yeah, see, he came into a situation where he played a lot of games and got minutes. I had to earn that.